Once upon a time, in a serene pond tucked away deep within a verdant forest, lived a rather peculiar turtle named Henrietta. Henrietta was no ordinary turtle. She was known far and wide for her selfish ways and her unwillingness to share the abundance of fish that swam in her pond with anyone, especially not with the hungry fox named Roger, who often eyed the pond from afar. Henrietta would sunbathe on her favorite rock, surrounded by fish darting about in the clear water, and she would think to herself, all of these fish are mine, and mine alone. Now, Roger the fox, who was clever and patient, would often come to the edge of the pond, hoping for a chance to catch a fish, or maybe even the turtle herself. But Henrietta, being ever watchful and selfish, would always manage to evade Roger's cunning schemes. One particularly scorching summer, the unthinkable happened. The pond began to dry up due to a prolonged drought. The fish panicked, and so did Henrietta. She knew that once the water disappeared completely, Roger would surely come for her. In a state of desperation, Henrietta scanned the skies and spotted two pelicans gliding gracefully overhead. "Dear Andy and Mandy," she called out with urgency, "please, you must help me escape from this drying pond. I promise you a generous reward." Intrigued by the promise of a reward, Andy and Mandy swooped down to listen to Henrietta's plea. They quickly devised a plan. They would create a makeshift stretcher with a sturdy stick between their beaks, and Henrietta would cling to it for dear life as they carried her to safety. As they soared high above the forest, heading towards a nearby river, Roger the fox spotted them from below. Astonished at the sight of Henrietta flying through the air, he called out in amazement, "Oh, Henrietta, you are soaring so high above us all." Henrietta, basking in the unexpected admiration, couldn't resist Roger's flattery. "Indeed," she replied haughtily, "I come from a high stature indeed." But alas, her pride got the better of her. In her moment of arrogance, she loosened her grip on the stick, and with a sudden jolt, she tumbled downwards towards the waiting jaws of Roger. Roger, quick as lightning, caught Henrietta in his sharp teeth. "Thank you for coming down to my level, dear Henrietta," he chuckled, savoring his unexpected meal. And so, the once proud Henrietta's selfishness and vanity led to her ultimate downfall, all while Roger the clever fox enjoyed a hearty meal at her expense. As for Andy and Mandy the pelicans, they flew away, disappointed that the promised reward from Henrietta never came to fruition. The moral of the story: pride and selfishness can lead to downfall, emphasizing the importance of humility and practicality in navigating challenges.